10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by Lloyd's Construction and Consulting, providing first-class construction services on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. Hit it indeed. Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. We do it daily around these places. And at the end of the time, Beef, I think we got a prize pack.
Oh, Danny.
Oh.
I'm excited about this because I intend to attend this event as well.
Wrestling
so I'm pumped
again?
up. Not wrestling, Dan.
Oh.
We got a pair of tickets to the Jacksonville Taco Fest. Saturday, down outside TIAA Bank Field. They're going to have a ton
what
of
now? What
Taco
is it?
Fest, baby.
Taco, like tacos?
Yes, tacos.
That's when?
like the glorious food vessel, the taco. Saturday.
Never been a food festival guy. That sounds intriguing.
Taco Fest, Saturday, July 17th. Stay tuned. At the end of the 10-minute drill, we're going to give you a chance to score a pair of tickets. They'll have a ton of different restaurants and vendors serving up tacos. And I believe Chris Jericho's band, Fozzy, is going to be rocking the stage.
Now, let me ask you something, Beef.
Yes,
If
Dan.
you went to Taco Fest,
Yes.
how many tacos?
I'm disappointed it's not on a Tuesday.
How many tacos do you feel like you would sample during Taco Fest?
Gosh.
Like a dozen?
I think if I went,
Hungry?
ready to rock.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
I think I could at least do like a good 6 to 8.
Really?
Yeah.
3 probably for me.
You know, because keep in mind, a lot of times, like when you go to like these food trucks
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff,
just a
they're
smaller
not huge.
amount.
They're not huge.
Yeah, that's fair,
They're like those
too.
little like 4-inch tortillas.
Right.
They're not massive.
Are we
Right.
paying for these, or they're just sampling? What are we doing?
That's a good
taco.
question.
Do you like? Do you
I
buy?
believe
Do
you
you
pay
buy
for
a like? Do you have a ticket? You get in,
No,
and then
I
the
believe,
tacos
I believe
are
you
free.
pay for them from the vendors. I'm not sure.
I got you.
I'm excited.
These are good questions that I
What
don't
a
have an answer
terrible.
to.
Before we get into sports, but it is. I mean, of all the headlines that registered me this weekend, this terrible story. This missing diver, man.
Oh, yeah.
You seen this story?
Yeah,
This guy's a father of 3,
he's one
good
of us,
dude, very
man.
active, 36 years old,
Yeah.
off doing what he loves with 2 buddies. Apparently doing it, this isn't helter-skelter.
No.
They do this a lot. They're
Yeah.
experienced. They've got all the technology. And I really hope beyond hope yesterday morning that God, well, he could still be alive.
Right,
He
right.
could. Remember we had those guys
Yeah,
on that
couple
survived
days.
on a cooler for 2
Yeah.
days out in the middle of the ocean. And then you realize that, gosh, they've searched so much now. Even as big as the ocean is, there's only so many places you can hide.
It's hard. It's just
And so they
heartbreaking.
now there are 2 items, I guess, that they found: a dive flag and an inflatable buoy.
Mm-hmm.
So they're hoping that'll help, lead them to him. But like I said, it's not like being lost in the land and you can, take cover in a drainage ditch or something.
No, it's go
nowhere to-
time. I mean, and it's so sad, and our thoughts and prayers are with they're Gator boys.
Yeah.
They went to Florida. I know with just a sportscaster down in or he does news now, I believe, but he's down in Orlando, and he went to school with them, and so I read about it through that, and because I was out of town, but I just oh gosh, yeah, I guess they're brothers, right? Couple brothers. Just thinking about them and hope somehow, some way we can pull off that miracle. So
Yeah, it would be a miracle at this point. And I tell you, something interesting happened. This was snapper fishing weekend. That doesn't mean a ton to you because you're not a fisherman, but it's a fish that people love to catch and eat. And idiotic Fish and Wildlife only lets you fish for them 3 times a year. So the ocean was packed with people out there this weekend to take advantage. And there were dozens that were out fishing that when they heard the guy had gone missing, that they all went.
I saw it. Go to these coordinates
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
So they mobilized quick, man. It was great.
So if we get any kind of definite answers, then we'll pass them along. But that's so sad, sad. You leave a family and kids, and you're active. Just again, you call it. It's us.
Yeah.
It's what we were when we were 36.
Yeah.
Just trying to. Again, it's just so sudden. It's so tragic. It's like playing golf and getting struck by lightning. You know, it's just like so unexpected out of nowhere.
Yep.
And
Yep.
just feel for the family. So anyway, thoughts and prayers to family and friends of I believe it was Timothy Obi.
The NBA Finals continued last night. Giannis is playing great. I mean, I give that guy is just a machine. The fact that he's come back from that knee injury, the way he's come back from that is fantastic.
If he stays away from the outside shot, he's unstoppable.
Yeah, and he made his free throws last night.
Yeah, helps being at home, not being.
He said he didn't mind it.
Yeah,
but,
he's a liar.
Yeah,
it does mind it.
yeah. But anyway, he made his free throws. And the Bucks looked much better. And if they can win Game 4, then it's a best of 3 crapshoot. Anything can happen. You try and steal one and see if you can win.
Look, we said Friday, even after they lost the 2 games just like they won, I thought they'd win these 2 games. They've been a different team at home, and until someone loses a home game, I don't I want some good games, Dan.
Yeah.
I've had 3 dog games.
Yeah.
All 3 of them. Not one of
Right.
them were any good.
Right.
And so I'm not watching. I'm not staying. When it's 15 at halftime, I'll check it out on SportsCenter. I see what's
The
happening
Suns
here.
got within 4 at
Yeah.
74-70, and then the Bucks closed out the third on like a 28-4 run, and it was over.
And if you really look at those games in Phoenix, Milwaukee made a run to
Yeah.
like 6 in the
Yeah.
fourth, and then they pull away. It just has not been compelling. And this is where you do need, that star appeal to attract you.
Yeah.
Even if the series isn't good, if it's Steph and LeBron, you keep watching.
Well, what
What can you do? What can you do?
No, I was going to ask you something different.
Oh.
What was your reaction, or what were you watching the Braves?
Yeah,
when
that's what I was
Acuna
going to say. That's what I
got
was
injured?
commenting too. What can you do?
Yeah.
I was watching. I had opened one eye back up. In fact, I had firmly committed to part bit, part serious fun for the second half. I was going to reinvent the Atlanta Braves. I was going to come in here guns blazing, firing off, accusing you of not being able to put away these riffraff teams.
Yeah.
And I was going to fight. I can't fight now. There's no fight left. There's nothing that the Braves can do now. They've lost 2 of their 3 best players and their top 2 pitchers. What are you going to do? You can't win.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's impossible. It's beyond tough. It's impossible. Our outfield is a bunch of bozos. I mean,
Will they make a move?
I don't know. You know what? That's a great question. Look, as bad as it
I don't know
looks,
that
they're only 4 out. I just don't know. I don't think they'll make a move that they give up a bunch of prospects.
Yeah, so
they might do some mid-level. Here's what I think they'll do. I think they'll
You
trade.
got to go find that Adam Duvall guy who you can just all of a sudden catch his fire because you got him, put him in the lineup.
Castellanos was that for the Reds.
Yeah.
There's been those guys. I don't. Here's what I would do if it were me. I would call up Drew Waters. I would move.
Muddy. They call him Muddy.
Some do.
Yeah.
I would put Ender Inciarte back at the leadoff spot and just hope he can recapture 3 years ago and see what happens for a week or two. The starting pitching is actually now settled into capable. I'd get a couple of relievers and just see where I am at the end of the month. And if at the end of July, isn't that the trade deadline, 31st? At the end of July, if you're 3 games back or less, then maybe I'd make a move.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But there's no again, we're missing 2 of our 3 best
Why
players.
haven't you signed Freddie Freeman yet?
I have no
Is
idea.
that a concern at all?
No, he's staying. He's not going anywhere. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows that. They know that. No.
I mean, his deal's up this year.
Yeah, I know. But this isn't one of those where, oh, my God, we better get going on Freddie's deal not to offend him. He knows, we know, they know.
Okay.
Freddie Freeman will retire. Well, he'll be a Brave. And by the way, the Acuna injury, I did see this. It was noteworthy, and this is the side that Atlanta's selling to Acuna and overall, and that is that, Chipper Jones had that same injury
Yes, he did.
early in his career, and he was fine. He came back better
Yes,
than
he
ever. He had
Hall of Fame.
I think a 30 season after that.
Yeah.
Even. So,
He did. I remember when he did it.
Yeah. So there's
Running
that.
down to first. He did it running to first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I knew when this one happened. Now, look, he's kind of a drama king.
Yeah.
He'll leg one out. You think he ripped his Achilles, and he'll be back the
Right,
next day.
right.
But when this one happened, you could tell the way that thing
Yeah.
bolted that it just wasn't good.
Yeah.
And they were trying to play a little.
I guess he'll and Doc Murphy will talk more about it on Thursday.
That's who we need to sign at the trade deadline, Doc Murphy.
But I would say that, it maybe miss a month or 2 of the start of the season.
At
next year,
least.
too.
Sure.
I mean,
At least.
we're in mid-July.
Yeah.
They said 9,
Which
10
I would
months.
sacrifice a month or 2 at the start of the season rather than the last 3 months of a year where
yeah.
you don't have a lot going. And
Yeah.
credit Acuna, the Braves would be 15 games under 500 if he didn't play for them. At the beginning of the year, he was the only one hitting. I mean,
Fair enough.
and Atlanta got, again, they got to 500, lost yesterday. Still have not been over 500 all year.
I was going to complain about the gut punch I took yesterday, but
That was pretty bad.
I
I don't know why your guy keeps throwing your closer 2 innings. I just don't understand.
The manager mismanaged the game.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
That seems to be-
when you're a passionate fan, okay. There's certain things that and managers got to do things big picture sometimes. Okay, And that's fine. And so yesterday was a bullpen game. Okay, and we like you have multiple injuries. Our 4th starter right now is a guy named Tyler McGill, who's been a godsend and has pitched very well for us in like 4 games in a row. He's gone like 5 innings. And he gives up a run. He keeps us in games.
Okay.
And that's all you can ask. And he's got big league stuff. So but he's our 4th pitcher right now. We don't have a 5th pitcher, so we limp into the All-Star break. And yesterday is a bullpen game. That's fine. and we start Aaron Loop, and he goes 2 innings. I'm like, great. And we score 5 in the first.
I believe his name is pronounced Tibida.
Yeah.
TBD is what I saw was pitching.
No,
Tibida.
it was the Looper.
Oh, okay.
And so Looper goes 2, and we get 5 in the first, and okay, man, we can steal this one, and that'll be great news. And then he puts in this cat, Jared Eichhoff, who, again, I've tried to explain to people is not a big league pitcher. He's bounced around forever. And somehow, some way, Jared Eichhoff gets through with some help of double plays, 2 innings.
You got him shut out through 4.
We're through 4.
You're up 5-0.
It's 5-0.
Yeah, killing him.
I'm telling
I'm
my
thinking,
son.
we're going to be 5 out.
I'm driving home telling my son, okay, that's good. Next guy up. We got 2 innings out of Eichhoff. Once you get 2 innings out of Eichhoff, Pross, that's the best you're going to do. But Louie, Cookie, decides to leave him in for another inning. Tries to take it too far. What does he do? Gives up a home run. What does he do with the next batter? Gives up a home run. Now it's 5-2. What does he do after the next batter? Gives up a hit. What does he do the next batter? Gives up another hit. Now he gets him out, and Familia comes in and gets the out. It's 5-2 after 5. Again, by the way, hey, offense, feel free to put another point on the board.
Point. You want to score some points.
Yeah, I want a point.
That happens when you get
So
upset.
then, Familia, who's been great this year, he's forgiven. He gets a couple outs, gives up a hit, then the guy runs into one. It's 5-4. Now we got to get 12 outs. Well, again, he throws in our guy Castro, who's been struggling. And he throws in Castro for an inning, and he gets through, and we're celebrating. Who's next? Who's next? Well, he throws Castro back out, and Castro gets into trouble, and he brings in Sugar, who threw the day before.
So now you're making him throw 5 outs.
5
basically.
outs. Now, by the way, May and Lugo threw the day before, but they're not available. You can't do this to Sugar against the Pirates.
Sugar
Louis,
is their Edwin Diaz, their
who's
closer,
been great
ladies
this
and
year.
gentlemen.
So, sure enough, he gets 2 outs in the 9th, and then the ultimate gut punch, 3 straight hits. And then in the bottom of the 9th, I'm thinking, the Mets, they have had magic this year. Maybe come back. Guillorme gets on, and Brandon Nimmo who's been fantastic since he's come back.
Double play.
Hits into a double play for the first time this year. So anyway, we lose, and that's baseball. But it wasn't as bad, and it brings up the Dan Hickett stat of the day, Beef.
Wow. Quite eventful
10
10-minute drill here.
Oh, yeah. The Dan Hickett stat of the day. Dan Hicken, stat of the day. From
His name is Hicken. He's an information revelation. It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
A lot of buttons in here.
Thank you, boss. MLB teams are 493-2, Jeff, this year. 493-2 when leading by 4+ runs entering the 9th inning this season. Guess who has the 2?
Oof, ouch.
The Bombers do.
Yeah.
That's who has the 2.
Gave it up to the Astros yesterday.
And who was the other one? The Angels. Remember that
Oh,
meltdown?
yeah. That was just not long ago.
June 30th.
Yeah.
493-2. And and it all stems from Aroldis Chapman, who they wouldn't use yesterday, even up 7-2 and went 2 pitchers deep, and they blew it and lost to the Stros. And a little bit of, listen.
Did you see what the Stros are doing, by the way, with the All-Star game? They're all running scared. Why isn't it? No one's sniffed out the storyline.
Oh, yeah.
Every Astro is pulled out of the game. Those sissies. They don't want to go to the All-Star game and own their cheating. So Altuve's out for this reason. Brantley's out for that reason. Correa's out for this reason. All of them. They all pulled out.
Yeah.
Afraid to face the music. Those
A lot of guys pulled out of the All-Star game.
Yeah, what is the deal with that?
It's I don't know.
They make too much money
See the
now.
story
People don't
yesterday,
care.
by the way,
About?
in Denver,
Which one?
the hotel room.
Sure, yeah, I saw that.
Holy hell, man! God bless the maid.
Yeah.
Somebody better give her a raise.
Right, correct. Too bad she didn't work
In
Vegas.
case you didn't know, there a maid goes in to clean a hotel right next to the ballpark and finds 4 or 5 or some amount of guns, rounds and rounds of ammo, 1,000 rounds of ammo, and
Yeah.
and
Reported it.
And 4 people were arrested who apparently one of them had put on Facebook that it was going to go out in a blaze of glory or something, and
Nice.
it was likened to what happened
Yeah,
in Vegas.
right.
And that would have happened or could have happened at the All-Star game. My God.
Well, you know what?
What is wrong with
and
people?
as an offshoot, there's just something learned in tragedy.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
that Vegas taught
Yes.
people. No, don't just like,
Yeah,
oh, well, I
thank
wonder
God.
what that is. No, find
Yeah.
out.
And the idiot criminals apparently didn't put up the Do Not Disturb sign, thankfully. Morons. And by the way, they should all go to jail for life.
100%.
Every one of them.
Yeah. They got it for other stuff, too, like drug possession, transport, all that.
What a shock.
Right.
But, so they're not going to the All-Star game. But what I was going to say was, in a way, I kind of like that now, look, I'm not a Yankee fan, so take it with a grain of salt. But you know what, Judge, a little tuggy on the shirt the night before. Good for the Astros to stick it back to him and rip Altuve,
Yeah.
I kind of.
I can't do that. Altuve, they ripped it out because he's a cheater. Because in the World Series, they banged on cans so he could get hits.
I got you.
Bleep the Astros.
I know.
Sorry for the YouTube feed, their Facebook, whatever we're on there. That wasn't my middle finger. That was my ring finger.
Oh, dear.
In case you're wondering.
That just happened. On the bleep, he went middle finger.
Yeah, I did.
So that you can see on YouTube.
Yeah, but it was
today.
actually, I did ring fingers. That doesn't count.
Beef, maybe a clip of that on Twitter right away.
Screen grab.
Settle down a little bit.
Screen grab.
Does anyone have any ideas to how to
Jeff
fix?
Prosser attacks Hicken.
Does anyone have any ideas how to fix this ridiculous exercise that we're going to sit through tonight again?
The Derb?
The Derby's the worst. I know I'm on an island here. Y'all like the Derby. I hate the Derby. The Derby's stupid. The best hitters in baseball in mile-high conditions have them thrown to them underhand, so shockingly they're going to hit them out of the stadium.
Yeah.
How about this? I was thinking this. Back the fences up and lift them. You got to hit it 450 to get one out now. That's a home run derby. That would be fun.
It's fun to watch the ball travel into orbit.
For the first 30 times, maybe.
Is Boomer doing it tonight? I hope he is.
Oh,
do they bring in Boomer for it?
Oh, no.
I hope they bring in Boomer.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. Do they?
I don't know.
Ratty, probably.
Ugh, I'd rather have Boomer.
Ratty.
Love Boomer. Anyway, some of the things that are out there in the sports world. I talked about the Barkley bet. Did you watch that at all? Were you interested at all?
I didn't, and I had Sands on Friday, and he was at the at that event.
Yeah.
I mostly just
What happened to your guy Smoltz? He was winning it. Did he choke?
He lost. I don't know. I didn't watch. Back to your question. I was watching the ever exciting Mr. Personality Lucas Glover pull out. Lucas is not allowed to speak. His wife may hit him. So
stop.
I think he's quiet.
Leave those two lovebirds alone.
He got a lot of cash. He gets to go home.
Stop.
It'll be a safe house this week.
How long are you going to pick on Lucas Glover?
I'm not picking on him. I'm picking on his wife.
Vinny Del Negro won, and but Smoltz was leading late.
Yeah, he kind of choked, huh? Gave up
That's
a
what
homer in the ninth kind of thing?
I think he may have. And I didn't see who lost the Curry bet because they father and son. And then it's just the poor.
What did he do? He bet that he could finish in the top 70?
Charles Barkley put 100. There was a prop bet, top 70, and Charles put $100,000 on himself to win $500,000. But he didn't finish. He had his best round ever. And that's
why I was so ticked at the end because I saw after the last hole, he knocked his golf ball.
He's an improved player.
For sure. He can actually swing without stopping.
Without stopping. So, yeah. I kind of liken my journey to Charles. My golf journey.
I don't think you ever bottomed out as badly as he did. So you'll always have that.
But anyway, so and again, we've had this discussion before. You like to watch the good golf. I'd watch Charles Barkley for 5 straight holes.
I forgot. I forgot it was on.
Oh, okay.
It was where was it? Was it on NBC? Regular, normal
WANBC.
Yeah, no, I forgot. What was I watching yesterday? I was watching the golf and I was watching some of that soccer too, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But so I forgot. When I wanted to watch the Century Celebrity was Saturday night late about 9 o'clock. I was hoping I could find it.
It brings up and maybe we should all protest it anyway because it brings up an annoying point to me, that celebrity thing. And by the way, I'm so tired. Jack Wagner every year. I mean.
Well,
for 20 years, Jack
I went
Wagner.
through the list. I've got the list here in their handicaps, and
Yeah.
I'm going to have some fun with Baselli when he joins. The fact that guy can't get in that event is terrible.
Well,
did he ever play it? Did he play it? No, he
and
never
it's not
did.
him.
It's Scobie.
It's Scobie,
Yeah.
who deserves to be
Sure.
in it.
He's just big a name. They're telling me not big enough name, and I look at these names, they're like nobodies.
Right, it's time. I understand if you have.
He texts Sands,
I know. Scobie wants to be in it. Scobie deserves to be in it.
He deserves to be in it.
It's not that he deserves to be in it.
100%. He was a good enough. And by the way,
he could win it.
Yeah, and I told Sands I got to watch Al Del Greco for the first 15 years.
Right.
He was no bigger kicker than Scobie was.
Right.
And Scobie was also a good kicker. It's not like not like this is Steve Lindsay trying to get on there.
Steve Lindsay
Makes the
pull.
show. You're welcome.
Missin Sisson from Georgia Tech.
Remember that guy?
Scott Missin Sisson.
Oh, no, what a nickname that would be.
If you're a kicker, who was the other one? What was the one kicker's name recently?
Oh yeah, no, it was like Shank or.
No, that's the golfer.
Oh no, it's Miss. It's the
Who's the kicker?
Not Suck Up.
No,
Suck Up?
no.
It's like a misname. It's like
Suck Up was Cockblock.
Oh, let's go to break now. That's enough. We'll be back with more. That's the 10-minute drill.
Here's the cock block.
Not even. Oh my God.
That was it.
What? I gotta go.
Caller number
Context
3.
clarification, that's against the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Yes. Caller
Thank you.
number,
Context clues.
caller number 3.
Caller number 3 right now.
Tell them what they're going to win, Beef.
10-10. They're going to go to the Jacksonville Taco Fest coming up Saturday, July 17th. Pair of tickets on us right now. Call number 3, 641-1010.